Hi, welcome to the August Vlog series of my blog this month, focusing on the word learn. I'm Amy with Dragon's Bit Apothecary. Today's vlog is about how sometimes we can get stuck in the same way of thinking about something and how it can prevent us from having an opportunity to learn something new. So I remember taking a doll I had to my grandfather and asking him to constantly fix her leg. It was a doll that had the arms and legs that fit into the body, and occasionally this one leg would come off while I was playing with her. So I would take it to my grandfather to be fixed, and he would pretend to need to do surgery on her and tell me it might be risky, but I always got my doll back with her leg intact. While he did surgery, there would be some sighs, an occasional uh-oh, and then a snap. And it would set me off in excitement that I knew my doll was once again fixed and we could go out and play. One time I took him my doll and her leg and he pretended to do surgery, but instead of the familiar snap to tell me she was fixed, I smelled glue. Then he said she needed to rest after this surgery, but that her leg wouldn't give her any more trouble after her nap. It didn't take for long after that either. And as an adult, that story reminds me that sometimes it feels like we are supposed to know how to fix something. Sometimes it's as easy as reattaching a doll leg, and sometimes it is really hard stuff that I'm not sure can be fixed. But we're all supposed to just know the answer to stuff, aren't we? Big things and little, expensive decisions and small things that probably no one cares about. It all comes to us. The problem is, I don't always know how to fix something or what the answer in some of the problems we face as adults are a lot more complex than just reattaching a doll leg. Yes, they are. I've come to realize, though, that these situations present us with an opportunity to always be learning. I can keep doing what I've always done, like my grandfather did, with just snapping in that doll's leg, or I can look for new solutions that may really provide a really good long-term solution. Again, not always easy. We may not know the answer, but each new experience that comes to us to fix, solve, or figure out is yet another opportunity for us to build skills we don't have or learn something we didn't know and figure out the impossible. That is really wonderful, but I think it gives us something else very important to consider. I think it gives us the chance to acknowledge and be open to learning. We cannot be stuck in what we know and think there's only one way to fix anything or to answer a question. Instead, we must be open to realizing what we may know can change over time, and what answers the question today might not work tomorrow. That, I think, is even more challenging as an adult than just learning something new, right? Being open to learning and realizing even when we know something, there is still a chance we could learn something from it is challenging. Let's be honest, it's hard. We like to think we can become masters of knowledge. We like to think we can be good at something. And the way we have always figured it out works and works well every single time consistently. But what if there was another way? In my own journey to live more naturally, I have begun to see that knowledge is always evolving, and I am constantly learning something new. When I first started using essential oils, I thought there was a limited use for these things. They were novel things I would use for these limited purposes, like making my house smell good or applying peppermint to my head when it hurt. But they have a distinct purpose. And once I knew that I could make the decision on if I needed one or not based on that, right? Then I opened my eyes with new information about what was possible. The more I learned about these oils and the more I saw that there was a lot of ways they could be used, mind blown. Peppermint, lavender, and lemon, for instance, have over 100 ways they can be used alone. Just those three oils. This simple example showed me that even when I think I know something, there is still more I can learn and build on from where I am right now. It is also why when we choose to start living naturally and start that journey of what it is to do in our own life, it becomes unique to us. There is no one way to live natural, as long as you are willing to always be open to learning and exploring what it can mean in your own life. What works for me may not work for you, and that is part of the opportunity and fun of this. We can each customize it, but it unites us in the common pursuit of finding solutions that are long-lasting, like the glue on my doll's leg. If you are interested in exploring that, I invite you to take the free lifestyle and wellness questionnaire that you will find over on my website, dragonspitapothecary.com. It pops up when you open the website. This will give you a personal roadmap to get started and to support you on your natural living journey. Until next time, my friends, live and learn well naturally.